there, it's Mindy with Meatless Monday Every Day. Today we are going to make a ridiculously easy mock tuna salad. I'm going to put it on bread for a tuna salad sandwich, but you could put it on crackers, use it as a salad topping, rice cakes, whatever floats your boat. It's super easy and really versatile. You're just going to need 1 can of chickpeas, and these are going to be drained and rinsed, and I picked off any shells that were lying around. You're going to need about a quarter cup of onion. Now, I happen to have a pile of green onions that I needed to use, so I'm going to use those instead of like a red onion, which is what I normally would use. You want 1 stalk of celery with the ends cut off. I put in a sheet of nori because this gives it like, kind of a taste from the sea. If you don't have nori, you happen to have kelp powder, you can use that. And if you have neither, that's okay too. Add a little lemon juice for a little bit of flavor, nobody will notice. I'm also going to be using 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and it's Grey Poupon. Does that crack anybody else up? All I think of is the 80s and Wayne's World. It's fantastic. And I'm also going to be putting in a tablespoon of tahini paste. This is totally optional. I just happen to have it, so I try to use it up. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of garlic, and we need mayo for this. I almost forgot to bring that out, and by almost I mean I did. Here it is. I'll be using the Hellmann's vegan mayo because it's what I like. And then you can use the seasoned salt, or I'll be using Old Bay seasoning, and I'll be putting in about a teaspoon of this. So the way to make this as quick, easy, and painless as possible is to put it all in a food processor. Now, if you don't have a food processor, what you're going to want to do is take your chickpeas and just take like a potato masher or a fork and smash them up. You're going to want to finely chop your celery, tear up your nori to the best of your ability, and cut up your onion very finely. I'm not going to do those things because I'm just going to zing them through here. So, super simple. Take your chickpeas, put them in the food processor. Take your nori. Like I said, this is 1 sheet for 1 can of chickpeas. Tear it up, put it in there. My little onion nubbins, throw them in. The celery, I'm actually going to break it up just maybe a little bit more, just so it processes nice and evenly. Break that up, throw it in there. I have the tomatoes set aside here for the toppings on my sandwich. Now about 2 tablespoons of mayo. You can always add more if this wasn't enough. So that there. Then about 1 tablespoon of tahini if you happen to have it. If not, it's totally fine, no big deal. And then about a teaspoon of honey Dijon. That's about a teaspoon right there. Need my other spoon here. Not that one. Hang on. Much better. Then we need some garlic. Use about a tablespoon because I like it. And then Old Bay seasoning. Now, what Old Bay seasoning? It's a mix of celery salt, red pepper, black pepper, and paprika. That's it. So if you don't have this, putting a mix in of any of those ingredients will be just fine. Alright. Now it's going to get pretty loud in here, so sorry about that. Before I do this, I do want toast. I want my sandwiches toasted, so I'm going to throw some bread in the oven to get it toasted. No, we don't have a toaster, and yes, the only person who drives crazy is my mother, and we're okay with that. Alright, so getting the processor put together. I apologize in advance for this. So you just want to pulse it through a few times. You don't want to run it so everything gets mushy and mashy, but just so it chops it nicely. So I'm just pushing down the sides. Some of the nori was up there, a little bit of the mayo. Again, just pull down the sides. I see there's still a little bit of celery in there that's a little bit bigger, so I'll just make sure that gets to the bottom so it gets nice and chopped. So when you're done, you should have like a, I don't know what consistency to call this, but almost like a really gloppy paste. Like think of, you know, little kids playing with paste. It should be not completely mucky where it's over blended, but not too big of chunks. So this is nice. It's sticking to the spoon enough, and it will be great on sandwiches. So now, funny thing, all we have to do is wait for the bread to be toasted and we'll be good to go. The bread is ready, so what I'm going to do now is put on a little bit of spinach. Spread some of the sandwich topping on the other piece of bread. Put a few tomato slices on. We are done. It's that easy. Perfect for a hectic weeknight, busy weekend, or a quick lunch. If you found this video helpful or interesting, you know, click like, and if you subscribe, you'll be notified when there's new videos. We're trying to put them out once a week, and we're trying to keep it interesting. So, till next time, bye.